Hello guys, welcome to another video of Carolina EDC. In this title video, we have a no suppressors, and this is from the guys at Rugged Suppressor. They've been one of my favorite suppressor company when it comes to modularity and how well they perform. But they came out with a 7.62, which is mostly 30 caliber type do it all can, which is going to be a ultra low gas blowback suppressor. Again, I think this is something that's going to gear more towards I guess hunters and all that kind of stuff. But we're gonna try in 5.56. We're gonna try it in 300 blackout as well. We're gonna try 308 if that's something that maybe something we'll see how well it does. But it's very nice big size can. Again, it is HUD compatible, but it do come with the R.U.M. Their dedicated R.U.M mount, which you can take it off, which I don't really care for. Everything that I have now is plan B, so that's something we're going to switch on this, and we're going to put a very low mount type of HUD mount plan B on this one, so we keep the the length of the suppressor. But anyways, let's go to the table right quick, talk about some of the specs and everything about this can and what it has to feature. So stand by. Alright guys, so we got the Axial. Now this is one of the new suppressors that came out, and it still uses the Cobalt 6 and Coaxial Venting Technology, which is a very durable, low gas blowback suppressor. It does come with the rugged universal mount, the R.U.M, the R.U.M, whatever you want to call it, which I took off. Not really, don't really care for it at all because I switched everything to plan B, which we're going to put a mount on this. Now this might be the mount we're going to put in, but this is something that I'm considering putting on there if I don't get a low mount, which is a low mount that we can get as well. So it does come with a 5.8 by 24 MR brake. Again, we're not going to be using that because we took the R.U.M out. Now the length on the rugged suppressor without the R.U.M is 5.7 inches. With the R.U.M, it's going to be 6.6 inches. That's another reason why I took it out, because it's just extend the length of it even longer. So without the mount is 15.7 ounces. With the mount is 19 ounces. So that's a big difference there in weight. The finish is a high temperature Cerakote. What they use, the material again is going to be the Cobalt 6. The tube is going to be stainless steel, and the mount as well is going to be stainless steel, which we're not going to be using. Again, it comes with the M2 brake, which is 5/8 by 24 thread pitch. It does come with a 7.62 flash hider front cap. Now you can remove this right here and make it for easy maintenance and cleaning, whatever. I don't know if you can switch the mounts, not the mounts, but the end caps for something else. But this is going to help with flash and everything. As you can see, there's the baffles and everything. Again, on the back side right here. I don't know if you can see that right there. So there you go. Nice, cool stuff. But anyways, you get the stainless steel rugged universal mount. Of course, the manual, your dual taper lock mount instructions, your tools to take it down and remove the mount, which I already did. So you get everything you need to do to service this and take it apart. And again, it's going to be easy to do so, which I think all suppressor companies should come with all kind of tools and everything. Now, these cans are a little bit pricey on the price spectrum, but again, that's something you have to dedicate to do if you did get something like this from Rugged Suppressor. Again, we're going to test this in different calibers, hopefully, and we're going to see how well it does. Being the size of this, I think this can be real well on an AK, if I'm not mistaken. Being that's a 7.62 can, that's definitely something we're gonna try as well to see how well it does. Again, all right, enough talking. Let's go ahead and load up some mags and try out, see how well it does. So stand by. All right, guys, let's try a few rounds with the Axial on my 5.56 13.9 inch barrel. Again, just standard 5.56, and see how well it does. All right, here we go. Okay, no ears. Okay, still a little loud, but most of it's downrange. Now, I will not shoot this all day long without ears, but for hunting purpose, just a few rounds, it will get you by. My ears are not ringing, but like I said, most of the sounds downrange. So 5.56, it may be a little too big of a bore. Again, with a dedicated 5.56, you'll get a little more suppression sound, a little bit more deeper tone than you would with a 30 cal can. That being said, let's move on to the next host. Stand by. All right, guys. A little windy out here. I forgot my camera, so I'm filming on my phone. This section. Got my 300 blackout. If you've seen the review on this, I built this kind of almost like a, the Q Honey Badger type style. But anyway, this is a pistol 300 blackout, one of my favorites. So I got the Axial 7.62, and we'll see how it sounds. No ears. So here we go. And my function. Oh, no feed. Might need to tune the gas a little bit. All right, here we go. Yep, might turn up the gas a little bit. All right, turn it up to 11. All right, see we cycle one. Nope. All right, here we go. All right, so as far as the sound mitigation, sound suppression, it's not as quiet as I thought it would be. You still have a loud piping noise down range, but it's hearing safe to me. Again, it's going to vary with your ears, but to me, I will not shoot all day long. I still wear air protection with this. Needless to say, it doesn't perform as good as my dead air Nomad 30. So, anyways, as far as gas go, oh. Okay, still having some issues cycling. Give it some more gas. Ah. All right, so not having a good time cycling. Again, that's something I have to work with. But as far as the sound mitigation and gas, it does a good job with this 300 blackout. Like I said, again, it's going to vary depending on the system and everything. I got to turn up to 12. So that's the highest it'll go. There we go. And those are 220 grain Winchester. Typically run the ammo ink. That's one of my favorite ammo. Again, for 300 blackout. But let's go ahead and switch it up right quick. Run my Nomad right quick just to get you a different sound. Stand by. All right, guys. I got my Nomad 30 from Data Sound. This is what I run in my 300 blackout. Run the same ammunition just to give you a sound comparison. Here we go. Much better sound. Again, this is a 30 caliber, same thing, 7.62 caliber. So this one sounds a lot better, in my opinion, with that Winchester ammo. So again, that's going to prefer on the system that you're going to use it in. But let's go ahead and move on and try it on something else. Stand by. All right, guys, I got the Axial 7.62 from Rugged Suppressors, and hopefully the rain hitting the top of the roof here doesn't. I'll try to edit that, the noise and everything. But let's go ahead and try the Axial 7.62. Different tone, more of a deeper tone sound on this. Definitely great. As far as the gas go, pretty similar as gas comparison. Let's go ahead and take one ear off. I think I have a few rounds left. Let's see what it sounds like. All right, it is still kind of loud. Definitely. Of course, the ammunition find different ammunition that's a little bit heavy. I'm pretty sure it's have a little more deeper tone sound than the Nomad 30. The Nomad 30 was more of a cracking noise. This one's still kind of loud. Still will not shoot all the way without ears all day long. But again, with different ammunition, it'll probably be substantially better. I think I have a few rounds left. Woo! And we are done. And that bad boy is smoking. Yeah. So, not bad. Not the quietest in my opinion. But again, if I had different ammunition, I'm sure it could be slightly a little bit quieter, heavier grain. Comment down below what is the best 7.62 ammunition that you use with a suppressor to kind of quiet that down. As far as that goes, yeah, not bad at all. Let's continue. All right, guys, now we're going to try another 5.56. Again, this is going to be a I think this is 11 and a half. I can remember. One of my recent builds that I've been upgrading. But other than that, we do have adjustable gas block. I did not bring my tool with me. I don't think I have it with me. But let's go ahead and try it out. The Axial 7.62 again. We are running 5.56 ammo, 55 grain, nothing fancy. At a 11.5-inch barrel, I think that's what it is. All right, here we go. Still have that deep sound noise, even under this roof. Real deep tone and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and take an ear off. Again, don't try this at home, but let's go ahead and try to see what this sounds like. Yeah, it's still kind of loud. Definitely loud, but let's go ahead and shoot the rest of the ammo we have and see how much gas we'll get back. All right, here we go. Definitely getting a little gassy. Whew. It is a little gassy, but yeah. Got malfunction. Now reset. There we go. And again, just in the gas block, that probably helped a little bit with the gas mitigation. But other than that, still kind of loud. Again, not very impressed with this can, to tell you the truth. I think this is going to be more versatile, in my opinion, with a bolt action rifle. Bolt action 300 blackout or something like that. It'll probably be best tested out in. But we are going to try that. So let's go ahead and try 300 blackout on a bolt action and see how well it sounds on there. So stand by. All right, guys. We got the 300 blackout bolt action here from Bear. First 5 rounds are going to be the Winchester 300 blackout 220 grain, and the next 5 rounds are going to be the Ammo Inc, which are the Stealth. Let's see how this one sounds. All right, Axial 7.62. All right, here we go. All right. That sounds pretty good. Still got a little ringing noise. Not too bad. Right. Then this should be the Ammo Inc. Nope. All right, let's see. Ammo Inc slightly less, more of a deeper tone. Last round. Yeah. Sounds very good with the Ammo Inc. The Axial 7.62. Not bad. All right, guys. You've seen the Axial 7.62 can from Rugged Suppressors. I think it's going to gear more towards the bolt action type firearms to be more, quieter than it has to be. But as far as the multi-capability of it, of course, 5.56 is going to be even louder on a 30 cal can. But anything like 308 or 300 blackout, it's going to be substantially a little bit, much quieter in my opinion. I think it gears more towards, I think in my opinion, for bolt action type rifles, it's going to be more quiet action, more, suppressed, ready for it. And not sure if you can change the end caps or not. Maybe they'll have those. I really haven't looked at that, but easy to maintain, clean and everything. Of course, I did not use the R.U.M adapter like I mentioned. I just don't care for those. That's just my preference. Since I got everything now, it's Plan B. So I'll be doing a dedicated video soon, so stay tuned for that on Plan B adapters and muzzle devices, compatibility, cross compatibility with each other. But other than that, as far as the X go, I think it's a great can. Again, if you use it for hunting scenarios, that'll be more dedicated to in my opinion, being that it's going to be a 30 cal. So unfortunately, I didn't use any 308 in this video. Just didn't have any ammo for 308. So anyways, 300 blackout did pretty decent. Again, with the Ammo Inc, slightly different tone, a little bit more quieter. But again, that's on a bolt action type, rifle. Other than a semi-automatic, it's going to be a little bit louder. In my opinion, that's just me. That's my experience with this can so far. But other than that, I like the looks of it and everything. It makes it shorter, especially if you use a different adapter. It makes it even shorter. So if you decide this on the rifle bolt action, definitely it'll be a great. This is a little heavier than typical cans out there, but again, that's what you get when you get something this size and diameter and everything. But other than that, I like it. Again, it's gonna be something more dedicated to again, bolt action, like I keep saying. So let me know, comment down below if you have the Axial 7.62. What platform do you use to know? What is the best platform that you think is the quietest? If you have used this in multiple different calibers, again, to me, 300 blackout and 308 probably the best and for this can right here. In the AK, it was all right, but it's still kind of a little bit loud. Still have that popping noise. That's the best way to describe it. But all of that, comment down below. Again, hopefully more to come from Rugged Suppressors from them in the future, so stay tuned for that as well. And again, comment down below. Let me know what you think about the Axial 7.62 if you have one, or any of the Rugged Suppressors in that scenario. But guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, turn notification bell so when a new video comes up. I'm posting videos every week, so make sure to check that out, and as well to turn notification bell. So as usual, follow me on all social media, like Instagram. That's mostly common, active at most of the time, posting stuff like this to kind of give you an idea of what's coming up on the channel I'm reviewing at that time. As well, check out my campsite. Please check out my campsite in my bio, my Instagram. There's a lot of cool discount codes and also the affiliate links to help the channel continue growing, as well keep feeding the need here for us to shoot. So that's pretty much it, guys. As usual, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.